Hello and welcome to Gone Legends. Today, on this solemn date, we pause to honor and remember three American stars whose lives left an indelible imprint on our hearts and our culture, heroes of television, animation, and entertainment. If you find solace in celebrating their legacies, please like, subscribe, and share this video. Let's come together to keep their memories shining bright. And tell me in the comments, where are you watching from today? It means so much to know we're honoring these legends together across the miles. White Medium Star Tribute 1, Joe Ruby. Today, we remember Joseph Clemens Ruby, known to the world as Joe Ruby, the brilliant mind who co-created one of the most iconic animated series in history, Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? Born on March 30, 1933, in Los Angeles, California, Joe grew up during the golden age of animation. From an early age, he was fascinated with drawing, storytelling, and bringing characters to life on the page. Joe Ruby's career would shape the childhoods of millions. Alongside his creative partner, Ken Spears, he co-founded Ruby Spears Productions, which produced many Saturday morning classics such as Thunder the Barbarian, Fawnface, and Dynamite, Dog Wonder. But above all, it was Scooby-Doo that cemented his place in pop culture history. With its perfect mix of mystery, comedy, and lovable characters, Scooby-Doo became one of the longest-running franchises in television history, cherished by generations worldwide. Children everywhere grew up laughing with Shaggy, Velma, Daphne, Fred, and of course, Scooby himself. It's a legacy that continues even today. Joe Ruby was more than an animator, he was a visionary. His gift was in knowing how to blend humor, adventure, and family-friendly themes into timeless entertainment. Colleagues described him as gentle, thoughtful, and deeply passionate about storytelling. On August 26, 2020, Joe Ruby passed away at the age of 87 in Westlake Village, California. The cause of death was natural causes. His departure marked the end of a creative era, but his work continues to live on in every child's laughter when Scooby says, "Roo-row." Joe Ruby was laid to rest at Forest Lawn Memorial Park, Hollywood Hills, Los Angeles, a cemetery that is also home to many entertainment legends. Every year, on this day, August 26th, we remember his passing and celebrate the incredible joy he brought into the world. Joe Ruby's death anniversary is not just a reminder of loss. It is also a reminder of gratitude. Gratitude for the countless hours of happiness his shows brought us, gratitude for the way he shaped childhoods across the globe, and gratitude for the enduring creativity he shared with the world. For many, Scooby-Doo was more than just a cartoon. It was comfort on a Saturday morning, it was laughter with friends and family, and it was inspiration for countless future artists, animators, and storytellers. That's the true power of Joe Ruby's work. It transcends generations. Even today, new adaptations, films, and series based on Scooby-Doo continue to be produced, proof that Joe Ruby's imagination will never fade away. His work is timeless. His art is eternal. His memory will always remain in the hearts of fans young and old. So today, we pause to honor Joe Ruby, the man who gave the world a talking Great Dane, a group of mystery-solving teenagers, and a legacy of joy that will outlive us all. Rest in peace, Joe Ruby. Your stories live on, and your spirit will always echo through the laughter of children and the comfort of nostalgia. White Medium Star Tribute 2, Neil Simon. Today we honor the extraordinary life and legacy of Marvin Neil Simon, known to the world as Neil Simon, a playwright whose words changed the very fabric of American theater. Born on July 4, 1927, in the Bronx, New York City, Neil Simon's life was shaped by the struggles of the Great Depression and the turbulence of a fractured household. As a boy, he found escape in movies and comedy, and those early influences planted the seeds of a career that would bring laughter and reflection to millions. Neil Simon's genius lay in his ability to capture everyday life, its humor, its heartbreak, its contradictions, with unparalleled clarity. He became one of the most prolific and celebrated playwrights in Broadway history, with over 30 plays and countless screen adaptations to his name. His works included unforgettable titles such as Barefoot in the Park, The Odd Couple, Plaza Suite, Brighton Beach Memoirs, Biloxi Blues, and Lost in Yonkers. Each one carried his distinct voice, sharp wit mixed with deep humanity. He had a rare ability to make audiences laugh out loud one moment and cry the next, often within the same scene. Neil Simon was not only beloved by audiences but also respected by critics and peers. He was the recipient of 4 Tony Awards, a Pulitzer Prize for Drama, Lost in Yonkers, and in 1991, he became the first living playwright to have a Broadway theater named after him, the Neil Simon Theater. Few artists ever achieve such an honor during their lifetime. Behind the accolades, Simon was a man of humility. He often said he simply wanted to write stories that reflected the way people really lived, their flaws, their dreams, their disappointments, and their triumphs. He believed in the healing power of laughter, even when life was at its toughest. On August 26, 2018, Neil Simon passed away at the age of 91 in New York Presbyterian Hospital, Manhattan, New York City. His cause of death was complications from pneumonia, following kidney issues and heart surgery. His passing marked the end of an era in American theater, but his plays continue to be performed around the world. Neil Simon was laid to rest at Westchester Hills Cemetery in Hastings-on-Hudson, New York. His grave is visited by admirers who leave flowers, notes, and tokens of gratitude for the laughter and wisdom he gave to the world. Each year, on August 26th, we observe his death anniversary. It is a day not only of mourning but also of reflection and celebration. A day to revisit his plays, to watch a performance of The Odd Couple, or to laugh and cry again at the words of a man who knew how to speak to the heart. Neil Simon's legacy is vast. His plays are still studied in schools, performed in theaters, and adapted for new generations. His influence reaches far beyond Broadway, shaping television sitcoms, Hollywood films, and modern comedy writing. Even now, directors and actors continue to breathe new life into his words, proving that his stories are timeless. What he captured about family, friendship, love, and conflict remains as relevant today as it was when he first set pen to paper. Simon once said, "I love living. I have some problems with my life, but living is the best thing they've come up with so far." Those words reflect the humor and optimism that defined his work, even in the face of life's difficulties. Today, as we honor Neil Simon, we remember not only a playwright but a chronicler of the human condition. He gave voice to the ordinary, turned the mundane into art, and helped us laugh at ourselves while also understanding ourselves more deeply. Neil Simon may be gone, but his words are eternal. On this anniversary of his passing, we say thank you for the laughter, for the lessons, and for the stories that continue to inspire. Rest in peace, Neil Simon. Broadway still speaks your name, and the world will never stop listening. White Medium Star Tribute 3, Bob Barker. Today, we pay tribute to a man who became a household name for decades, a figure whose warm smile and charismatic presence graced American television screens daily, Robert William Barker, known simply as Bob Barker. Born on December 12, 1923, in Darrington, Washington, and raised on the Rosebud Indian Reservation in South Dakota, Bob Barker came from humble beginnings. His early life taught him resilience, discipline, and humility, qualities that would later make him one of the most beloved television personalities of all time. Before his career in entertainment, Barker served his country as a U.S. Navy fighter pilot during World War II, though the war ended before he was assigned to active duty. Afterward, he pursued a career in broadcasting, starting with a radio show in Los Angeles. His natural voice, charm, and quick wit caught the attention of television producers, and soon he was on his way to stardom. In 1972, Bob Barker began hosting the CBS daytime game show The Price is Right. What began as another television program soon became a national phenomenon. Barker's calm demeanor, witty banter, and genuine kindness toward contestants made him the perfect host. For 35 years, he guided viewers through excitement, laughter, and suspense as players guessed the prices of everyday items, hoping to win their dream prizes. Under Barker's hosting, The Price is Right became the longest-running game show in U.S. television history. Generations of families tuned in, often describing the show as comforting, wholesome, and part of their daily routine. Barker's presence became synonymous with trust, joy, and American television itself. But Bob Barker's influence extended far beyond television. He was a tireless advocate for animal rights, famously ending every episode of The Price is Right with his iconic reminder, "Help control the pet population, have your pets spayed or neutered." That closing line became one of the most famous catchphrases in television history and helped raise awareness about animal welfare for millions of viewers. Barker donated millions to animal rights organizations and wildlife protection efforts throughout his life. He funded the establishment of the DJ&T Foundation, named in honor of his late wife, Dorothy Jo, and his mother, Matilda. The foundation supported low-cost spay/neuter clinics across the country. His compassion for animals was matched only by the love his fans had for him. Barker won 19 Daytime Emmy Awards, received a Lifetime Achievement Award, and was inducted into the Television Hall of Fame. Yet, through it all, he remained humble, always crediting his success to his audience. On August 26, 2023, Bob Barker passed away at his home in Los Angeles, California, at the remarkable age of 99. His cause of death was listed as Alzheimer's disease, which he had quietly battled in his later years. Barker was laid to rest at Forest Lawn Memorial Park in Hollywood Hills, Los Angeles, the same cemetery where so many entertainment icons rest. It is fitting that he rests among legends, for Bob Barker himself was one of the greatest. Today, on the anniversary of his passing, August 26th, we reflect not only on his remarkable career but also on the kindness and joy he gave to the world. His legacy is twofold. He entertained millions through television, and he educated millions more about compassion for animals. Few entertainers have ever bridged that gap between pure entertainment and meaningful advocacy as gracefully as Bob Barker. He showed us that fame can be used as a force for good, that one voice can inspire millions to act with kindness. Even after retirement in 2007, Barker remained a cultural icon. When he returned for surprise guest appearances on The Price is Right, fans erupted in applause, proving that his connection with the audience had never faded. He was, and always will be, the face of the show. Bob Barker once said, "You can't fool an audience. If you're not genuine, they'll see it right away." That authenticity was the heart of his success. He wasn't just a host, he was a friend in our living rooms, someone who made us feel at ease, someone we trusted. As we honor him today, we remember the countless mornings and afternoons he brightened with his presence. We remember the way he spoke for those who could not speak, our animals. And we remember his laughter, his smile, and his kindness. On this day, August 26th, we mark his first death anniversary, and though he is gone, Bob Barker's voice still echoes in our memories. Help control the pet population, have your pets spayed or neutered. His words will live on, just as his spirit lives on in the lives he touched. Rest in peace, Bob Barker. The world is brighter for having known you, and though the curtain has closed on your extraordinary life, your legacy continues to play on. Today, on this solemn date of August 26th, we remembered three extraordinary American legends. Joe Ruby, the visionary who brought Scooby-Doo into our lives. Neil Simon, the playwright who gave laughter and meaning to the stage. And Bob Barker, the beloved host who entertained millions while championing kindness toward animals. Each of them left behind not just careers, but legacies that continue to touch lives around the world. Their stories remind us that while life is fragile, the impact of kindness, creativity, and passion is eternal. Here on Gone Legends, we believe it's important never to forget the people who shaped our culture, inspired us, and gave us joy. By remembering them, we keep their light alive. If this tribute touched your heart, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with others who may want to honor these legends with us. And please, tell us in the comments, where in the world are you watching from today? It means so much to know we're remembering together. From all of us here at Gone Legends, thank you for joining us in celebrating these remarkable lives. Until next time, may we continue to honor the stars we've lost. And may their memories shine on forever.